Chau, the art of laughing. The art of laughing, Chau.
You may not notice, but we are breathing. Every breath is vital and only sustain life for a few mere seconds. In order for us to live, we must continue to breathe. The same is true when it comes to learning. We started learning since the moment we were born. And in order for us to grow, we must continue to learn. So let's start learning right now. Dear fellow Toastmasters and lifelong students, if there's one thing that I can inspire you today, let that be the art of learning to laugh. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, maybe not like that. But let me share a story with you, and you will understand the true art of laughing. I have to tell you that one of my biggest weaknesses is parking a car. My story begins when I started to cross out the days on my calendar, one by one, counting down for the end of the world's doomsday of taking my driving test. Inevitably, the day arrived, and my proctor sat right next to me. I was so nervous, thinking that I was going to kill both of us on this roller coaster ride of death, that I didn't even pay attention to the appearance of my proctor. In my imagination, he is this very intimidating, 285 pounds, gorilla-looking kind of guy. And the first thing he wanted to do was parallel parking. So I carefully aligned my rear tire parallel to the poles. With my right hand on the seat, my head turned to the back. With my left hand, I started to steer the wheel. I reversed, and then my tire hit the curve. Oops, it's only a curve, not a body. I switched to drive mode, move forward a little bit, not too much, I'll hit the pole in front of me. Back a bit, up a bit, back a bit, up a bit, back a bit, up a bit. I started to break a sweat. Mr. Gorilla nicely reminded me, you only have to do this once, not in and out for 100 times. After about 5 minutes, and in and out for almost 100 times, we have experienced what I call the slow motion of the roller coaster ride. The lesson for the day was, you don't have to move very fast in order to get the roller coaster vomit experience. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever had one of those bad days that you just wanted to quit? Have you ever feel like your problem just keep coming one after another? I always felt stressed whenever I had any test to take, exhausted whenever I was done with work, and wetting my pants whenever I knew I have a Toastmasters speech to deliver. Those crying voices just kept singing inside my head. Do you know why I was always stressed? Do you know why your problem is always there? And do you know why the world is always crying? Nobody cares. That is part of life. And that is when I decided to convert those crying voices into a laughing song, the hee-ha song. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share a short part of the song right here, right now. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, it goes something like this. Hee ha hee ha hee ha hee hee ha hee ha hee ah hee ha hee ha hee ha hee ah hee ha hee ha hee. Now your turn, and the people back there too. Your turn to reflect on all the challenges you had in life. Think of all the tribulation that may once amplify your crying voices over your laughter. What was the final outcome? I know. Just like me, the final outcome was you survive and alive. Now, thinking back to all those end of the world's doomsday in my life, all I can do is just laughing at myself. Because by the end of the day, everything was all right. I can still hear Mr. Gorilla's vomiting voice by the end of that day. You barely passed. 6 years later, still with the thought that I was the worst driver on the planet, I heard of an astonishing news of a South Korean woman by the name of Chau. She had finally passed her driving test, not with one try, not 10, not even 100, but nearly 1,000 attempts. That day, I knew she had overtaken my top title of being the worst driver on the planet. In her 960th attempt, Chau had succeeded. She succeeded at stopping the laughter of other people that had been laughing at her for the past 5 years. My message is simple. Don't just laugh at others. Learn the art of laughing at yourself. So ladies and gentlemen, continue to laugh as you continue to breathe. Create your own hee-ha song for your lifelong learning journey. I'm not asking you to change the world. I'm not asking you to change someone else's life. All I'm asking is for you to laugh at your own obstacles so you can feel better when you're stressed, exhausted, or wetting your pants. Because by the end of the day, you know everything is going to be okay. Life is short. Don't worry. Be a happy, laughing maniac. Hee ha, hee ha, hee ha, hee ha, hee ha, hee ha, hee. Mr. Toastmaster.
Good job.